It's the Self Care for Success show. Meet your certified life and book coach, Joanne Dean.
And welcome to the show. Today's guest is a mom, a wife, a designer, and an ambitious CEO. Please help me welcome Sierra Chantel to the show.
Hi.
Excited to have you. Thank you for being here, Sierra.
I'm so happy to be here, and I'm just so honored that you've asked me to do this. I wouldn't be nowhere else.
Oh, thank you for that. So let me start off with how are you?
I'm doing great. I'm getting by with my last weeks of my pregnancy, with my second baby, and I'm ready to tackle on being a mom of two.
Wow. Well, you look incredible as always.
Thank you.
So talk a little bit about who is Sierra?
Sierra is she's a strong individual who perseveres and who is resilient through any trials and tribulations that she may face. She's a person who likes to be inspired so that she can pay it forward and inspire others. She's very dedicated and a passionate person about things that she loves and people that she loves, and God fearing, and just always wants to take like that step forward to becoming a better person overall, just a better wife, a better mom, better sister, daughter. I'm never complacent. I always want to know like what's next for me, so that I can always excel.
Mhm. Yes, I have been privy to be a part of your journey, and I know from a young age that you were resilient and dedicated and committed. And so it has been an honor to watch you blossom into the woman you are. So, talk a little bit about what has inspired your journey.
What inspired me was like my family and just people that I surround myself with. Honestly, I know that a lot of things that I do, it's because of me and what I want, but it's also just because I have a strong support system. And the people in my life have really like impacted me and played a big role in the person that I am today, and even the person that I'm becoming. So I think that I want to give the credit to the people that I surround myself with. I know that, they're my village, and they will always, protect me and make sure that I'm guided in the right direction, as with the help of God, of course. And so I'm very blessed that I have those people in my circle.
Mhm. I love that. Talk a little bit about, I know you have the baby coming. I know you already have a beautiful son. Talk a little bit about how you take care of you.
How I take care of me is just simple, just making time for myself. I'm always, just being a natural nurturer and caregiver, being a wife and a mom, I'm always putting others first. So I always just like to make it important that I have to make time for myself so that I am mentally capable of continuing to be the mom that I can be and the wife that I, can be. So what that looks like, maybe just sitting down reading a book or watching my favorite shows, cooking my favorite meal because I love to eat, of course. I'm feeding too. But yeah, it's just spending time with myself and alone. And it's nothing personal to anybody else. But, I just think that it's very important to ground yourself and be okay with being alone sometimes so that you can really sit and marinate in your emotions and your thoughts and your goals, and write down your goals. Think about, what do you want in the next 6 months of, the rest of the year that's left. What do I want to achieve? Just certain things, like that would just feed my soul.
Mhm. Yeah, I love that about you. I love that you're goal driven and goal oriented, and you want your life to matter and make an impact. Talk a little bit about how you want to be known and how you want to be remembered.
I would want to be known just from being the person that I am, the genuine person that I am. I'm very big on just being a positive person. I'm optimistic about a lot of things. I know that, just in life in general, period, just things happen. And I'm always looking for the the positive outcome of everything. Like it could be a rainy day, everything's gone wrong, but I'm always like, okay, this is temporary. It's nothing's gonna be get any worse than this. So I just want to be remembered for being a passionate and positive individual who is also caring, and I would give people my last. Like it's all about humility and just giving grace. And I'm giving grace. So I just always like to think like I have to pay it forward and, just give others the same. So yeah, I know I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect, but I always strive to be, the best version of myself that I can be. So I would always want to be remembered as that type of woman.
Mhm. I love that. In being the best version of yourself, have you encountered any fears that you're currently dealing with or you've overcome?
Yes. It's something that I'm still working on, and I know that I will give myself credit. I've made progress on, but my fear is just like failing and not being it like not having my work accepted, or not me being myself not being accepted. I just have a fear of failing, and I know that's just a part of the journey. So I've come to accept that, but it's still a process that goes on with that. So I think that that's something that I'm continuously working on. I don't, of course, nobody wants to fail, but it's just you have to go through that motion in order to get to where you want to be in your life. And so that is a big thing about I'm very hard on myself, just because I know that I have, a lot of potential. So if I feel like I've done something wrong, like it will just keep replaying in the back of my head, and I have to learn how to let things go. Like it's okay to make mistakes. So I think that is something that I'm continuously working on, and I've accepted and I've acknowledged that it is okay to fail, as long as I don't give up.
I'm so happy to say that because it is okay to fail because it's going to happen.
Yes.
It's going to happen. And so you have exceeded, I mean, beyond, I'm sure, what most people would think is ordinary. I
Yes.
mean, I have seen your hands in so many things. And so the fact that you acknowledge the fear of failure, like I've seen your work, I've seen you become this amazing woman. And so that lets us know that it's something that we all deal with, and everybody deals with the fear of failing. The only difference is we keep going anyway.
Yes, yes. And it's easy to give up. That's the easy way out. And every time if someone comes to me for advice, or if they want to just vent about something that does not go their way, and I'm like, it's okay, just try again, try another strategy, see if this works. Don't give up. If it's something that you really are passionate about and you want this, there giving up is just not an option. You have to keep pushing through. That's what shows your resilience.
I totally talk a little bit about what you love most about your life.
Oh, what I love most about my life is the fact that, okay, so like I'm a big structured person. I'm very planned and organized. So I will I will plan things, and of course everything doesn't go as it planned, but I'm very adamant about staying on track. So I really love the fact that I am staying on track with my goals in my life. Like I planned for, to have another baby, and I did that, and I started my master's program, and I'm on track with that and with excelling in my career in education. It's just everything is just aligning for me, and I really love that. And I think that that all plays a part with me just staying focused and dedicated and having the right people, in my circle, and just praying for discipline all the time and just to stay grounded in my goals, not to be distracted by any outside, worldly things. I always kind of keep it in my bubble. So I really love that, that I'm that organized, because I know how easy it is to be distracted by things. If you don't have a set of mindset so where it's not strong and you're just all over the place, you don't even know where to start, and it's just, it can be messy. So I really love that about me and my life and what I have going on.
I love that too. Talk a little bit about how you balance it all.
Ooh, now that I'm still trying to figure that out, because adding another baby in it's gonna be a wild ride, and I've already heard stories, but I'm up for the challenge, and I think that balance, that's just something I will have to learn myself as I go, because it was kind of hard balancing this already, and just time managing, and it's a lot. So I think that that's something that I'm still gonna have to learn and put on my to-do list, like to do balance.
Yeah, because you sound like you're doing a really good job of it. I mean, the fact that you're a mom, your wife, you are employed, and you're working through a master's program,
Yes.
you have clearly found some type of rhythm that works for you.
Yes, and sometimes I find myself doing multiple things at one time. I don't even know how, but I'm like doing my schoolwork while I'm at work, and then I have to, get my son and bring him to his therapies and all kind. I'm just all over the place at times, but I make sure I get it done. That's what I mean. I have to. I think that's what I love about myself, is that I just once, you just have to do it. It has to get done. So yeah.
So I know you said, you're about to be a mom of two. Is there anything else you want to share with us about what's next for you?
Well, after I, recover from my baby, because I'm having a C-section. So after I made a full recovery, I'm going to get back to work and get back on my schedule of designing and sewing, because that was, that's my aspiration, is to be a fashion designer. And so I started my brand um, like 2020, and then I've just been evolving since then. And so I rebranded again this year, and then I got pregnant. And so I'm like kind of taking like a step back and a break, just to get situated with the new baby coming in. And then once I figure out the groove of things again, and I'm just gonna get back into the designing and fashion thing, because that is like, it's it's my side thing, but it's something that I really, really love, and hopefully one day to be able to be my bread and butter. So I'm gonna keep praying on that, and continue to work towards that goal, and we'll see how it goes.
Who has been your inspiration to step into the design arena?
So many, like, I don't really have an inspiration. It's just something that I found that I loved, and I never really even tapped into it. I always loved like dressing up and just coming up with different outfits and stuff. And so, but I never really took it serious until COVID year. And we were all quarantined, so there was nothing but time, to just sit in the house and think. And I thought about, like, okay, well, what if I love dressing up and I love clothes, I love fashion. And I would even like take my clothes from out of the closet and just revamp them into different things. But I've never in my life would have thought that I would make it into a business. And so I just thought of that, it clicked, and I was like, well, what if I did do it as a business? And so one thing led to another, and here I am. I'm like, it brought me to this. And so I'm like, okay, well, if God gave me the seed to plant it, I have to grow it. And that's what I'm doing. It doesn't matter how long it takes. It doesn't matter how much money I have. It's something that was instilled in me, and naturally at that, because when I brought my first sewing machine, I just started sewing. Like, I never took classes. Nobody in my family was a seamstress and taught me how to sew or anything. This is something that I was self-taught. So I think that I'm going to take that and I'm going to use it and let it take me as far as it will take me, because I think there is a reason that that was instilled in me.
Absolutely. And the fact that it didn't come from anywhere in particular, you taught yourself. I mean, it did come from somewhere, but
Right.
you taught yourself. I got chills when you said I bought my first sewing machine and I just started sewing, because I have a couple of your pieces in my closet. And so I'm glad you talked about that, because it is incredible to watch.
Yes, and I appreciate you so much for support. You supported me from when I first started. So
Yeah.
I'm excited about the journey, and I mean, it's still fresh to me, so I'm still learning things, and I'm always a student. I'm open to learning new things, and from the business aspect and, sewing techniques. So I'm all eyes and ears, as well as, still trying to maintain being a mommy and stuff like that. So that's where the balance part is going to have to come in.
Yeah. And I'm sure you will figure it out.
Yes.
Well, Ciara, talk a little bit about how our listeners can connect with you and support you.
Y'all can follow me on my Instagram. I have Instagram and Facebook. My Instagram is C Chantell, SEACHANTELL_exclusive. And my Facebook is just C Chantell, same spelling. And I'm also on TikTok. It's spelled C Chantell as well. And that's where I will put most of like the process of how I make things and how I come up with the designs from the sketch onto like the actual pieces. So I'm still trying to get in the groove of like utilizing social media, because it's like that's a whole nother job.
Yes.
And so that's one thing that I've learned. Content creators hats off to you. So I'm doing this. I have my 3 different platforms of social media that I will be utilizing to get my business going, and you could connect with me, message me. And my website is www.cchantell.com.
Ciara, thank you so much for your time today. I know that something you said will inspire the hearts of someone else, and I love and appreciate you.
Thank you so much, and I love you more. You've been my mentor like since I was a little girl, so I am so happy to be a part of this, and I'm proud of you as well that I've already known what you would do for the community and for other women. So to see you have this blossom into this platform is just amazing, and I'm loving it. I'm so happy to be a part of it.
Thank you. So thank you guys so much for being here today. Until next time, I'm your self-care sister, and you take care. Be well.